What did we tell him? What did we tell him? I told y'all. Let me turn. What did we tell these guys, man? We told you what it was going to be. We told you how it was going to move. And when the Browns got another dub against a team that didn't respect what we was talking about. It's your boy G. Bush. The Kool-Aid Mafia gang is so resilient. The Kool-Aid Mafia gang, listen, we don't die, we multiply. What a game. What a game. This one is a special one. You know, we come out with a victory 13-10. Hopkins had a late field goal. And this game was ugly for the most part of the game. It was a run game. It was a ground and pound game. It was a defensive struggle. It was a game of attrition. It was a game where we didn't put up major big time points. That ain't what happened. But guess what? The Cleveland Browns continue to win games like I predicted. The Cleveland Browns continue to win games. I'm up here arguing with people every single week about the Cleveland Browns. And what we learned today is it don't matter if you can put a name on something. Stop trying to label something. See, as humans, we love to have context on things. We like to have words and descriptions, and that's why we got adjectives and things like that to tell us how special something is. Is it really good or is it just good? Is it superbly awesome or is it just awesome? See, we got to have context around things to put things in groups to make sense of things in life for ourselves. But sometimes you don't need a label for something. Sometimes when you just see something and it's a work of art and it's just beautiful and it's stunning, sometimes you don't have no words for it. And it's just a feel, it's a vibe, it's an energy level to it. And for those people that are grounded in lower vibrations, they can't feel stuff like that. They don't understand when something is just special and above the outreach of what regular people see every single day. So when they see me and they look at the barbershop and they look at the Kool-Aid Mafia, they think of it as kids games. They think of, here's just G. Bush being the Duke of Knee Jerk again. And they don't understand that people that really know, that's in the know, see what special type things are going on. You see, there's only a certain rarefied air of people that can understand and have faith in something, that can feel the vibe, that understand what it is. It don't necessarily have to be a franchise quarterback. It don't necessarily have to be beautiful passing yards so everybody can understand that. But in the mud, in the context of the mud, in the dirt from the ground, we can understand that something that we have is more than meets the eye. And I'm not talking about Transformers. Cleveland Browns came out here and won this game 13-10, and I told you they would win the game. I told you they would win the 49ers game. I was the only one to pick them to beat the Ravens. And so sometimes out here you catch daggers and little shots by some of your cohorts or some of your colleagues that may not have the imagination or be elevating their mind on a different vibration to see when something is special. See, it's just something special about some things. Sometimes, I'm not the greatest sportscaster in the world, but you know what? I tell everybody I meet when I got in the game, it's something special. You can't stop it. You can hate on it, but the people choose. The people choose who they watch. The people choose and tell you whether you good or you not. See, I read my comments. People say, stay out of the comment section. For what? I read all my comments because I like to talk. Listen, I'm not one of them dudes that, G. Bush, don't read the comment section. When people stop me, I talk to everybody in the grocery stores. I talk to them in the streets. I talk to them in the text messages. I talk to the people everywhere. That's why I got the championship belt, and it is what it is. I made that. The people gave that to me. So I understand when something is special that people ain't seeing it right now. And the Cleveland Browns are just that team. How many people How many people would have picked the Cleveland Browns to beat the Baltimore Ravens? Not only when you beat the Baltimore Ravens on the road, you lost your starting quarterback midweek for the rest of the season. Every single publication, every single blog, every single national media member told you that the Cinderella, the dance is over. The slipper is done. That car you in is turning back to the pumpkin coach. It was a nice story while it lasted. And we still got people talking about it was karma against the Cleveland Browns that Deshaun Watson was out. I don't even know what her name is. I think her last name is Armour. She writes for the USA Today. And she writes so poetically that the Cleveland Browns, it was karma that Deshaun Watson is lost for the week, lost for the year. And it all came back on the Cleveland Browns. Well, guess what, lady? Shut your mouth. Write home about that. You shut your mouth. You can write every story you want to, but you can't put your hand in the dirt. You can write any article you want, but you can't go in that field and you can't prove nothing. Because now it ain't Deshaun Watson, and you can't discredit us. Deshaun is part of the team. He's not the whole team. We got other people you got to worry about now. So you can have all the assault jokes you want. We're kicking ass on Sundays. That's what it's talking about. We kicking ass, taking names on Sundays. Your little weak jokes, your terrible punchlines. Guess what? That's 2 weeks in a row. We done smoked the Bengals. Yeah, I don't see no Bengals fans around here no more. The great Joe Burrow. How's that contract looking? Oh, G. Bush, you can't say that. Don't say that, G. Bush. You got to be above the fray. How's that contract looking? You get ready for the NFL draft. You're up out of here. You see, that's the difference between this squad and that squad. When Joe Burrow folded up, they folded up. When Deshaun Watson got injured, what did we do? We came back the next week with a rookie and smoked the Steelers when it counted. Don't tell me about nothing. And I'm going on the show and I'm talking big boy stuff on Monday because I'm the only one doing it like this. I unapologetically tell you that the Browns is going to do what they need to do, regardless of who's behind there. P.J. Walker, D.T.R. See, you can't. It's here. It ain't about, it's here. What are you guys thinking? I've been telling you, it don't matter what the numbers say, it's here. When you got something special moving, can't nobody move you off your pivot. And every single week you tune in. Oh, the Kool-Aid guy's back at it again. The Kool-Aid character's back again. G. Bush is so emotional. He's so emotional, he won't think analytically. Shut your mouth. These emotional people is stacking up wins. You analytics guys, can you bring up the rear? Talking all these numbers. I'm talking about wins, W's. You can write your articles. You can write the Browns off all you want. But I told you what travels. That defense, that run game, and what's scary, don't act like the Browns might be learning how to win games. They might actually be learning how to win close games. And week after week, win after win, the most dangerous person in the world is somebody who believes they ain't got nothing to lose. The most dangerous person in the world is a person that says, listen, y'all don't respect what we bringing to the table anyway. Let's go ahead and smoke these dudes out here. The Cleveland Browns have done that time in and time out. So for all the people that want to write about the Deshaun Watson ain't in his locker room no more. So what the hell you gonna write about? Nick Chubb ain't in this locker room, so you can't say, I feel sorry for Nick Chubb in this dumpster fire. Y'all gonna have to get creative because you're not great writers anyway. You write the same old story, switch your little verbs around and hit press. But let me give you a question. Let me just let you know to all the writers, you write what you want. You have to reason, don't nobody got no newspapers today. Nobody reading that garbage. How many newspapers came to your house today? Suckers. You don't got the personality to get up here and move the people. That's why you write your articles, and half the time, according to some of you out there, you just make it up. Oh, it's too early, G. Bush. You can't say that. It's too early. You just make it up. Don't watch the games, make it up. You just go who has the best colors or who's in your fantasy team. Make it up. You make up whatever you want. You can't make up that we won 13-10 back-to-back wins against your favorite team, the Ravens. And the team that the Steelers just find a way to steal games. They steal these games. He ain't steal nothing today. Take your ass back across the state lines with that L. And we played a rookie. Up out of here. 354 people hit that live button. Hit that like button. Yeah, I'm talking spicy today because I'm tired of defending what I'm talking about. Everybody want to laugh and joke because I laugh and joke. But you can laugh and joke on the fact that, hey, you can't tell me a time when I wasn't talking. Look, I told you they was going to win. Who told you first? They try to tell you, they try to give you a funeral. They sold you a funeral when Deshaun Watson went out. Why ain't you that scared? Why ain't you scared? They sold you a funeral. Instead, I said, we ain't going to no funeral. We're going to a celebration. We go to a celebration. See, it's something different. It's different about people that you can't sell me propaganda. You can't do it. So when you come on the shows and you don't know why the Browns win, you're going to have to actually give me something because the stats ain't going to prove it all. Stats ain't going to prove it all. Stats don't prove whether or not you going at it, whether you got emotion, whether you got heart. Let me show you what the stats don't show you. I said the same thing. All I want for my birthday is a Browns win. I had people over at my house. I had people, some of the fans that listen to the show. I had coworkers over. I had Bull. I had McNuggets. I had people that come up and pull up on me from the barbershop. I had people. We had a great time. We came through and we celebrated last night. Not the fact that we celebrated that it was my birthday, my wife's birthday, and my man Earl's birthday. We got a lot of Scorpios in the building. But we was all in here celebrating our win a day early. We knew we was going to get these Steelers up out of here. We understood what it was. There's just nothing like being in a nice family environment with people who are like-minded. I am just like you, young lady. All I want for my birthday, all I want is that Browns win and they delivered it for us. They delivered it for us. You know how they delivered it for us? Right like we told you what they was going to do. That defense is eating. The defense gave up a few little points. The defense gave up that long run to Warren. But guess what they did after that? They clamped down. See, it's a thing to be said for individuals. It's a thing to be said for individuals that know how to operate in the tight. I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. How many? Hey, listen. It's a thing to be. Listen, when things get the tightest and you comfortable, I know I can ride with you. How many of y'all have been out there and you got your little paycheck and you know you only got enough to pay 2 out of 3. Say, what you talking about, G. Bush? You ain't got it. You can pay your electric and you can pay your gas, but that cable is out of here. You can put that cable on, sit in the dark. Nah, but you can't do that, right? Because you got to have the electricity on. So you get the cable, you got to have the electricity, but that gas is off and you cold. And how many of them took them cold showers and try to tell yourself, I'm talking to a few specific people. You take that cold shower in the morning and you just imagine it. Hey, listen, being comfortable eating ramen noodles. If you used to filet mignon and you got to go back to the ramen noodles, not everybody can do that. I've seen divorces happen that way. Well, what do you mean we can't take a vacation this year, honey? We were supposed to go to Acapulco. What did you do? We ain't got it like that. Oh no, I didn't sign up for this. Listen, I did not sign up for this. We go on vacation every year. We go on 2 vacations, in the spring. We go to Colorado, and then we go somewhere tropical. And I don't understand what do you mean we can't do it? See, that's why your blood pressure is so high. You got to explain why you can't do something. Now, I need the person that say, it ain't no problem. We'll do a staycation. Babe, don't even worry about that. Listen, we went on a vacation last year. We might not be able to go nowhere this year. We just take a one-day trip, stay at a place and come. See, that's what the Browns is. That's what the Browns is. They're not going to complain about, well, why don't we have our starting quarterback? Why is it he's always in and out? He's injured. I want to be comfortable. You got to win games sometimes uncomfortable. Life is all about being comfortable in the event that your surroundings get dire. And the Browns is comfortable doing it with P.J. Walker, with a rookie in D.T.R., but this defense still consistently says what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I got you. And sometimes sometimes you got to operate on when you're a team or when you're a unit. You're going to have some times when you're going to be at 100% and somebody else is going to be at 20%. So you got to step up. And you got to say, don't even worry about it. I can't think that you're about to do things that are outside of your capability because I see you at 20%. You ain't got it, but I got it. That's why I don't believe in people paying for separate bills. How you going to be married? You got separate checking accounts. What? So you telling me if I got all the money and you ain't got no money, I'm going to just let you sit across the table and you ain't? No, I'm just talking about me personally. Don't get mad out there. I know some couples listen as a unit. Maybe some couples as a unit is watching the joint, right? And they got separate checking and savings, how I be working. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to get on your table. And no, I'm sorry. But listen, at the same time, though, Myles Garrett stepped up 2 sacks. 2 sacks when we need him. That first one was a safety, by the way. We couldn't get that flag out quick enough. We couldn't get it out quick enough. And let's talk about this, too. You see that? You see that? They caught the young lady in an uncompromised picture, but that's the way pictures go sometimes. But my man Hopkins, they had the opportunity and the Browns had to make a decision. We're going to stay with Cade York and cry over the fact that he got a 4th-round pick and we picked him high and we wasted a draft pick. No, they got what they needed to get done. And Hopkins has been money bags back-to-back weeks against the Ravens. He hit some clutch field goals throughout the year, and he ended the Steelers off today. Shout out to him. We've already named the airport after him. We're looking to get something else. Maybe we can find a no outlet driveway somewhere we can name after him. That don't affect nothing. I got one over this way, just a no outlet, like it's a dead end, but we can name that street after him. And this guy right here. That's the look of saying, I got you, suckers. That's the look of somebody being like, look, you thought you had it, didn't you? Listen, hey, put the caption in there. Y'all give me a caption of what that looked like with D.T.R. stinging in his head. That's the look like, yeah, I'm about to eat good tonight. He looking like, yup, I slept up on something. That man had pedestrian numbers. He had pedestrian numbers to when it counted. 4th quarter, he was dropping dimes. And that's what we like to see. 564 in here. Hit that like button for your boy. Stop playing. Stop playing. My man D.T.R. came through when it counted. And the crazy thing about D.T.R. is they had him with the training wheel playbook on too. But now he done got this win, that's last second win. That's about to add all up. That momentum's going right into next week. We're going into Denver. We traditionally have not played well in Denver. And I think, Russ and the Broncos have been playing better, but that's another opportunity. We're not looking to be Super Bowl champs today. So when people talk about Super Bowl champs, you guys are crazy. You'll never do that with a backup quarterback. We're not thinking about we thinking about kicking your ass next week. We're not worried about breaking you off next week. We ain't worried about nobody else. And that's how we move. And it might not be ugly. It might not be cute. But we worry about you next week. We ain't worry about nobody else next week but the Broncos, and they going to catch this smoke too. They're going to catch this smoke too. Let's get to it, man. Let me move these out of the way. Let me get to some of your comments. It's 282 comments in here, man. 282. I'm going to get to as many as I can first. I've always told you, I've always given priority to the super chats, and we're going to get to the super chats too if we got any in there. So let's get to some of your comments that you got. By the way, let me throw this in here. It's valid. If you want to go get Kool-Aid Mafia gear, if you want some barbershop gear, going over to bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop, use the code word. Use the code word of Victory15. Another Victory Sunday. We get 15% out. Go ahead over there. Make sure you guys check that out. What happened? Oh, it almost blacked out on me. I thought my wife pulled the plug. Like, Let's get to the comments, man. It's so many comments here. Appreciate you guys, man. All right, here we go. Let me scroll back to the top. We make sure we get everybody rocking and rolling. All right, man. What a great victory. What a great victory. Nicholas, Myles Garrett was a menace the whole game. He's going to end up legendary by the time he's done. Enjoyed it all, y'all. I definitely appreciate it. Bam Bam Bigelow, what a name. D.T.R. can throw downfield, coach. Hey, I'll tell you what. Stefanski had them training wheels on my bro. He was like, I am not about to let this dude throw no interceptions. We're going to keep this close to the game. This was a Jim Tressel, a la Jim Tressel. If you watch the Buckeyes, this was a traditional Jim Tressel game. He was not letting that pop off. What up, Lawrence? I see you, man. Receipts kept. We kept all them receipts, didn't we? And my man, here we go. D.T.R. If you didn't catch that, D.T.R. What up, Daryl? We ready to go. What up, Christian? Browns, Cleveland Browns. Here we go again. Oh, yeah, I'm in the building. Definitely in the building. Mafia family in the building. We know what it is. There's the D.T.R., man. King of the Kool-Aid. D.T.R. proves he can lead a game winner. Hey, that's tougher than people know. That's tougher than it look. It's a situation that's definitely tough. Karen Phillips is always, I always get to her, Karen Phillips. She's been holding me down for years. Hi, G. Miles played his butt off. Great game, great win. Go Browns. Every time. Karen shows love every time. Hey, by the way, that's going to be a tough game. Denver is a team that can win. Hey, it's something to behold. Denver is a team that can win. Oops the Great says, I'm on the Kool-Aid. They ain't cool. And every time D.T.R. My man Blackwater Bank says, just go 1-0 this week. Yep. Just go 1-0. Just go 1-0, man. Let's get to it, man. We always, you know what we do. G with you. Brownies make a run. Yahoo special. Yeah, man. This team is more than special. Anyone notice that the clowns saying that the Browns are done without Deshaun are the same ones who said they were done without Deshaun? Same ones. Like, think about it. They tell you you're garbage with Deshaun Watson, and he was not a factor. He was up and down. He lost 8 steps, and he was not the same quarterback. And it's the worst trade in history of mankind. But then he gets hurt. And then all of a sudden, oh, it's over. You guys are nothing without Deshaun Watson. You'll never be able to win games. You can't have it both ways. And when you bring that to their front door, they have no answer for it. If Deshaun was not playing well and you thought we was garbage before, how is it now that we put a rookie in and the season is over? Because with your thought process and the way you think, you said we weren't no good. So actually moving on from Deshaun would mean that the Browns would be playing better, right? No, they just think the Browns are just garbage all the way around. Yep, we definitely talk about this woman reporter. Cause she be like, here's the thing: if you reporting, you can catch smoke too. Like, what is she like? Yeah, she just happens to be a woman. Like, at the end of the day, you gonna write what you gonna write. If you however you feel. But guess what? I can speak on how you feel. Like you don't like it, and that's the crazy thing about it. People have been down on the Cleveland Browns the whole entire year. And when you clap back and be like, well, what's the problem now? They hold their hands up and be like, I didn't say anything. No, I got the receipts. We've been seeing it. Y'all have not liked the Cleveland. We had people literally saying, we never liked the Cleveland Browns because of this reason. We know which reason they gave. So kick rocks. Like, we don't care about that. When we come and we beat football teams, you document. I need you to document that we won these games. All that other stuff, that's off the field stuff. But now they're forced to watch the games. You're forced to acknowledge that the Cleveland Browns are more than the storyline that you concocted in your mind. And yes, I'm going to say it. I don't want to do nothing for USA Today. I'm allowed to call her out. By the way, she was one of the people that called out Bauer too. Trevor Bauer, right? And I didn't see her say not one word when Trevor Bauer was found that one of his victims was lying. She didn't say nothing about that. See, I believe if you call somebody out publicly and you're wrong, especially when it comes about something like that, they are owed an apology in the public sphere. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. I done kept it 100 consistently. But sometimes there's no accountability for people writing what they want to. It is what it is. When Deshaun is not playing, the excuses run out. Go look at the comments on the NFL recap of the Browns postgame. So all of a sudden, people is praising the Browns. Look, the flip is coming. The flip is coming. There's a lot of dudes that have been hating locally and nationally, and the flip is about to come. What are you hating on now? Oh, we didn't switch it. Hold on, I have a code. Hold on. We switched the code word. Right now, we're offering a 15% discount at Bushline Beauty. And it is D.T.R. 15. Go to Bushline, get your Kool-Aid Mafia. D.T.R. 15 is the new code word over at Bushline Beauty. Thank you so much. D.T.R. 15 is the new code word. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are killing me, man. Brett Watson. Got to give my tithe to the Sunday sermon. Preach, G. Bush. I appreciate you, Bush. Oh, man, it's good, man. Chief of Kool-Aid. Hey, listen, they dropped a lot of passes on DTR. They dropped a lot of passes. Hey, the announcers was riding the Steelers so tough. Don't it make you sick? My mom couldn't even, I was watching the game with my mom. She was mad. I said, Mom, don't throw that to the TV. Please don't the TV kind of big. Don't be. Love the energy always, G. Bush, Kool-Aid Mafia, baby. Always. Oh, man. This is your best show yet, G. Speaking for every diehard Cleveland Browns fan, we be down. Now we getting up. Believe Land is in regular force, man. This is a different group. And I don't mean just different for the Browns. They're cut above. Just listen to them in the background at the post-game conferences. They believe in each other, man. And so, look, you know, every time, bro, every time I see it, I be seeing it, man. And a lot of people, you know, they want to laugh and crack jokes, man, because so many times that the Cleveland Browns have been bad, people have gained careers just by saying how bad the Browns are. There are people in this town, in this community, that have made millions just on laughing at the Browns and being the butt of every single joke. And now we on them. Now we on their heels. Now we holding them accountable. Now you actually got to do some work because this team is different. Your old narratives are not working here. Everybody want to say immaturity, dumpster fire, don't know what to do, fire the owner. Listen, you know how many people that got rich off the fire the owner comments? At the end of the day, these players have taken mold and taken hold of their own destiny on the field. That's the great part about football and why everybody loves football. It's because it takes 11 people working for a common goal. And if you can believe and understand and sweat and continue to fight with one another, you have a chance to do something great, because it's not about just one or two people like basketball. It ain't an individual sport like tennis. It ain't a sport where you sit in the outfield and you may not get a ball hit to you in baseball. This is active every play. You count. If you're in that field, you count for something. If you're on them sidelines, you count for something. You one play away. So that's why I feel so passionately about it. That's how I do. There's so many comments in here. So many. We've had a quarterback problem since the Browns came back in '99. The difference is we are learning to win no matter the adversity. This is an exciting team. This team is elite. You know what's so beautiful about that? This is the most the most enjoyment I've had watching the Browns. My wife is from the Philippines. She didn't grow up watching this game. She wasn't indoctrinated into it. They're a basketball and boxing culture. They like basketball over there, love Steph Curry, love basketball, love Manny Pacquiao. She's not indoctrinated in this. But the first thing she came over was like, I don't know about the Cavs. I like the Cavs, but I'm into the Browns. So now she watches these Browns games intently. My mom has always been a football mom. Like, she's taken my brothers. I got 3 brothers. They played Division I football. They played at high level. And she's going to all our games. But it's just now that she's now watching the games. They were set up before I was. I woke up like 11. They're like, what you doing? You waking up late. They down there with the snacks ready to go. And they excited about it. They ready to go. That's the thing that people don't get. It's an excitement level about the Cleveland Browns, because every single week, you know they're going to play their hardest, and you know they believe in one another. So for me, and I cover the team, this is one of the most enjoyable seasons I've had so far. Even the ups and downs at the quarterback, it's been enjoyable every week to see him play. And I know I'm not the only one out there that feel that way. Just to be able to out there watching them, and it's just a thing. And guess what? And I'll continue to move on to get some more good comments. But, I challenged the Cleveland Browns, the fans, to go there. And I'm proud of the fans. I said, the fans, you are a part of that game. We need to get back to the era where we making other teams uncomfortable. We making teams false start. We making teams say, well, look, we gotta go to Cleveland. We need to practice with this. We can't hear. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be cold. And I challenged all these people that if you go into the game, you got a game. Hey, you part of the game. So you better be in shape just like the players is. We need you cheering. Don't you get out of breath. We need you doing all your stuff, man. So, that, and today I heard them banging on the railings. I heard them loud. I heard on third down. I had the offensive guys had to be like this, man. Like, I was proud of the people that went up in there, and they had their game face on too. I love it. So I had to shout out to the people, because I challenged them, and I was sitting back smiling when I was at home with the surround sound. I said, oh, they getting loud in here. They getting loud in here. That defense is feeding off that, man. So love you guys for doing that too, man. I see y'all. I see you out there, man. Let me get to this. Oh, here we go. Matthew Copa. Pierre Strong needs to get the ball more. I want to see him get more touches. And I wanted to see Kareem Hunt get the ball on the goal line. Now, look, Jerome Ford did get the ball in. Kareem Hunt played a little more down the stretch when it was trying to make sure that the game stayed into a relative close game. But I would like to see Pierre Strong get some more touches as well. Definitely want to see that, man. Let's get to some more super chats here, man. You guys have been awesome. Gregory George, what's up, man? Steelers caught these hands. Happy birthday, G, you and Rosie. I need a ube cheesecake, please. Hey, them these cheesecakes. My wife makes these purple cheesecakes. They're like ube, and I think it's like a purple yam or something. And she unveiled them yesterday, and we had a house for about 100 people, and them things got up out of here. So yeah, they're the rave of the town. They're the rave of the town. They're pretty dope. Let's see. Let's keep moving. Colin, what's up, man? Classic drive. A buddy of mine went to high school with Kareem Hunt. He was on a track team. He said he literally blew everyone by everyone looked silly. So Kareem Hunt has been in shape for a long period of time. He's that guy. AJ Boyer, thank you so much. David Njoku 85 has those Braylon Edwards hands, 5-hour energy until the last drive. Go Browns. Listen, I think David Njoku dropped about 7 balls today. He's been dependable for the most part for a long period of time. This year, came back from all the fire and stuff. I just think he had a bad game. I think he'd be ready to go next week. But yeah, definitely David. He dropped a few balls into that last drive, and it just goes to show you the resilience because the Browns could have folded up. There was nothing in the script that said the Browns should be moving down the field. Nothing in that script. Let me read this. The media is still not giving us credit, not until we at least go to the championship game this year or the Super Bowl. Hey, they can keep doing it. My man Cleveland Mike says D.T.R. had his first full glass of Kool-Aid. Oh, boy. Shout out to the Dipset. Hey, you know how Cam say Dayton, Youngstown, Cleveland, Cincinnati. You know what it is, man. We everywhere. Kool-Aid Mafia. I don't know what this means. Wait, G, do they have an answer now? Because he's not starting again. None of his non-starts are adding up. I'm sorry, but that's the facts. I don't know what that means. Hit me up again. I don't know what that kind of mean. Let's see. Big boom. One win at a time. Best defense in the world. The defense makes teams reconsider their quarterbacks after playing. Now they're questioning Kenny Pickett in Pittsburgh. Let's get back to I like what you just said, because when you look at these stats, and a lot of times you got to put it in context with what's going on, because a lot of people is just really glossing over that. Let's get to the box score of that. Thank you for bringing that up. Take a look at what the Cleveland Browns did besides that big long run, right? Besides the big long run that they had. If you go to the stats of this game, you'll see exactly why the Cleveland Browns were able to dominate this football game. Take a look at it. Kenny Pickett, this is crazy. He threw for 106 yards. 106. They ain't got nobody hurt. He threw for 106. It's just, in total, you look at it. Look at the third down conversions. The Browns were 4 of 17, but the Steelers were 3 of 14 on third down. 3 of 14. The Browns ran almost 20 more plays than the Steelers, 73 to 57. Browns had time of possession, 31-27 to 28-33, nearly 4 minutes of time of possession, right? And look at the penalties. The penalties, Steelers had 6 for 46. Browns had 1 penalty in this game. 1 penalty in this game. And when you're trying to play and when you're trying to do what you need to do to win these type of football games, you got to keep the game close. And I know Stefanski, a lot of people will say, well, he was a little too he didn't let him throw the ball downfield. He was a little too narrow-minded, closed game plan. But I think one of his thought processes was, I got the best defense. What I'm going to do is I want to get into a fourth quarter game, and I want to give my defense the ability to give my offense a chance to win this game with the last possession. And it was a dangerous game, but he played it and he won it. It was a dangerous game there. Man. Leo C., I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the very generous super chat. You're amazing. Last year, I donated the same amount after a horrible loss to the Dolphins. Man, what a difference a year makes. Love it when Cleveland got a good football team. Go buy yourself something nice. I appreciate you, Leo. I will take this money and I'll pay some taxes with it, and then I'll go get something for my birthday. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, there we go. I like that pick. I don't know where you took that pick. That profile pick is hard. 7-3. I love that, bro. Jay Boyer. Yep. Your apology should be just as loud as the disrespect. I like that. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Let's continue to roll. Man, this is one of the most enjoyable ones we've had so far. Browns have a playoff caliber. Browns have been a playoff caliber team since 2018. Coaching and kicking have been the biggest problems. Notice how good the defense is without Woods. Thank you. Notice how they ain't backing up. giving up yards. They don't back up and play zone coverage and hope to fool you. They say, I'm in your face. I'm guarding you. You got to beat me one-on-one. That's the way I like to play defense. And they better give Jim Schwartz something too. 816 in here, bro. 816 people in here. Salute to you guys, man. Rob, we ordered Kool-Aid Mafia towels, but they won't be here tomorrow. Wanted to wave them at the game. We drinking the Kool-Aid. Well, you will have them. Yeah, no, we 2 weeks on the road. But by the next time we come, if we win, you will have those in tow. Classy Dry said, Kool-Aid, cool. His Mafia is the difference, man. Yeah, look, they still silent. They gonna, and we just beat the big brothers, right? Hey, listen, hit that like button. I appreciate you, man. Hit that like button. Stop playing around. You see, we got a couple more super chats we want to get to. G. Bush, this season is enjoyable because we win in division games. Super Bowl goes through the division. Ty Brown, yes, indeed. Man, it just feels good. It feels really good. Mr. Slendy, the defense made me money. Had a parlay on Pickett under 178, 10-yard passing and rushing, and the D-Hop with the score 5+ with his leg. 50 made me 230. Hey, listen, if it was on FanDuel, send that to McNuggets. He'll put it on TV. Man. Man, I love it, man. Love it. The Browns, yeah, back-to-back divisions. Back-to-back. Let's see. Let me look and see. There we go. Buckeye Browns. Can we please stop downing the Browns team? Junkyard dogs in the house. Go Browns. Listen, we doing our best to put the respect on the name. We doing our best over here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we listen. These is the real Kool-Aid drinkers, to be truthful. We got 807 people in here right now. These is the real Kool-Aid drinkers. The cat that's really now watch. Y'all gonna laugh when you hear it. The flip gonna switch. Some guys at work that have been talking trash for the last 3 weeks. Hey, man, the Browns look pretty good, man. I'm not going to lie. Hey, some immediate local dudes, you know what? The Browns, you know what? Hey, this team, Kevin Stefanski has them ready to play. You know, the Browns, I was a little skeptical, but now, see? See? You going to see it. You going to laugh. I can't wait to receive my Orange Kool-Aid Mafia bandana. J-Dog, yes, sir. Hey, by the way, if you have ordered anything, right? Any Kool-Aid Mafia gear, whatever case may be, if you want to get that tracking number, I can get you a tracking number on it. If you have not already turned on those notifications, just email me at gbush91@hotmail.com, gbush91@hotmail.com. If you're waiting on any Kool-Aid Mafia gear, the manufacturer's been really good about getting that out quickly. If you just want to ease your minds, hit me up. I will go ahead and we'll make sure that you get your tracking information for all of that too. See, I like to have good customer service, man. I appreciate you guys and all your support out there. Browns need a fast receiver to place 26. He misses a dozen or more tackles. He was abused. Hey, McLeod was, right. Rodney McLeod looked a little long in the tooth today. He's a little long in the tooth, but I think now when we start to look at things, we can start to look at things from a different point of perspective or lens, right? And which I like to do. We can look at it and say, okay, well, if D.T.R is the guy, we got to back up so we don't have to pay that much money. Also, we'll look at a wide receiver that's a speedy guy maybe you could pick up in the draft. We like that as well. And you start to look around and say, okay, what other pieces can we add here or there? But it's always fun doing that when you ain't taking L's at the same time. It's always good. Always good when you do that, man. We had to grind for wins the last 3 years. The team is figuring out we don't get rattled when things aren't perfect. Hashtag may the Schwartz be with us. I like that, man. I like that. A Sleep Leo says, we must extend all our one-year contracts on defense. Hey, them boys played well. They have been playing well on defense. Who's been, listen, Hurst is a one-year deal. Shelby Harris has played well. There's a lot of dudes with those 1 year bills. And by the way, it's a necessity that we bring back Amari Cooper. All of that, we ain't giving them $20 million stuff. Stop playing. Stop playing. And it's just hilarious, though, too. We are doing this. Think about this. Look at this handoff exchange right here. Look at this. We are winning football games with a rookie quarterback, 5th round pick, and a second-year running back filling in for one of the greatest running backs in the history of the Cleveland Browns. And that is the team that you're winning with. That's the team. Look, you find Ethan Pochich, right? After Nick Harris blows his knee out last year. Now Nick Harris is a vital part of your team because he's a running back, a fullback, and tight end, and blocking the ball and doing a pretty good job of it. Come on now. The creativity, I love the creativity. I just love it. I just love it. You know, at the end of the day, I thought D.T.R. did enough, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do next week. Oh, yeah, Coop need to be retired, Brown. Sleep, Leo. Yeah, I like that. I like that artwork, too. Darko, that's one of the most intelligent things you said. Let me bring up Okoronkwo's. He had 5 tackles, 4 solo tackles, 1 sack, 1 hit on the quarterback, and 4 tackles for loss. What a game, my man. What a game. What a game. What a game, man. That's crazy. What a game, man. His defense is the most expensive in the NFL, and it shows. You're right. You can bounce with that about D4Ls. Worry about your own pocket. You don't know what it costs. What we could do with the cap. Here's the thing with that. Listen, guys. Listen. I think some of the stuff that has permeated and really got into the vernacular of our community is that we're worried way too much about all this cap stuff. That ain't our job to figure out. Our job is to demand the best football players possible. These guys are they got Yale, Harvard, Colgate, Brown, Penn. These guys are all Ivy League guys, and it's a salary cap made by the NFL. I again always tell people, name me one team. Name me one person that the Cleveland Browns has stopped them from going to get somebody because of the salary cap. They cut Cade York and had all kind of cap penalties. Like, don't worry about that stuff. Worry about the watching the games and enjoying the games on the field, and let those guys figure out the mental gymnastics of whatever. It's okay to hope for certain players or wish for certain players or, hey, go get this player. It's not our job to beat each other down talking about we can't afford that. Like, listen, once again, divorces happen over finances. It's tough to keep trying to go back, we can't afford that, we can't afford that. Well, what the hell are we together for? Come on, man. Make sure Chubb back. Remember, many of y'all saying out here, after this year, that's another thing too. Stop telling us who's gonna be gone and done after this year. Stop it. Sheesh. At this point, second half Steelers defense had no respect for Browns receiver and brought everybody up front in point attack. This is why Browns offered so much in the second half. Yeah, they struggled a little bit. They had a bunch of people up here, but you know what they also had? That last second game winning drive that got it done. Dunsky. Done time. Done. We beat the Steelers. We're in second place. We catching Baltimore. Don't slip. Mark Andrews is already done for the year. Don't slip up. OBJ got a bad shoulder. Don't slip up. Don't slip up, my man. As always, man, we want to thank everybody for pulling through. But before we go, we got to do the roll call. Got to do the roll call, especially on the win against the Steelers, man. So if you don't ever be typing where you coming from, if you ain't used to representing where you coming from, come on, it's time for you to represent. We want to give everybody a shout out and do their thing. And I always start it off. I'm going to say shout out to the Philippines for my wife. Shout out to all the birthday wishes that we've received. Shout out to her. So salute to the Philippines. My brother-in-law is getting married. I have a little nephew that was just born a couple weeks ago. So everything's moving and shaking over in the Philippines. But of course, 216 in the building. You know what it is, Cleveland, Ohio, Lakewood, all the surrounding areas, 216, Euclid, University Heights, stand up. And then, of course, Canton, Ohio. You know what it is, 330-234 in the building as always, born and raised. Where are you calling from? Where you celebrating that win at? Let's get it going. Oh, man, y'all on it. Y'all on it early. Columbus, Ohio's in the building. 315, the Cuse. Loveland, Ohio. Ogden, Utah, stand up. Stand up. DC, you know what it is. Louisville, Ben, we got some Louisville, Stark County, yes, sir. Oregonia, Ohio, I've never heard of that, but we're going to salute you. Florida on vacation, shout out, that's a great win to get on vacation, KW_outdoors. That's a great win to get on vacation. 305 via 44705. You know what it is, man. George Island 3Gs in the building. San Diego, California. Lexington, Kentucky. Willowick is in here. Yes, sir. Cleveland, living in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Shout out to the GA, man. Slavic Village in here all day. Ashtabula, we here. We ready to go. Seven Hills. Where we at? 216 East Lake. VA, shout out to Timberland. RIP Magoo, Northfield, Ohio. 662 Mississippi, shout out to David Banner. Orlando, I see you. Kissimmee, I see you down in Orlando. 419. That's a dumb mistake. You don't worry about it. Bro, what are you talking about? See, this is why people so you telling me don't worry about the salary cap, like you know what the salary cap rules is. Can you tell me what the cap is? Can you tell me what the cap is going to move to? Can you tell me about how much dead money cap the Browns have? Can you tell me about how much rollover money they have? See, I could get down into the really minutia if I really wanted to, but you just say that's the dumbest take I've ever heard after we won 13-10. You out of pocket. Sydney, Australia. What's up, man? Believe Land in the building. 330. You know what it is. Youngstown 614. We doing it. Caldwell. Don't let nobody steal your vibe. Don't let nobody take your shine. Pomona, California is in the building. Only number I need to know is 7-3. Richmond Heights, Maple Heights, Euclid 216, Richmond Heights, North Royalton, Portsmouth. Shout out to Green and my man Jeremy Green. Shout out to my man DJ Burrow down there, man. East Side, Cleveland is an East Side in the building. 216, yeah, drink. 440. Fort Pierce, Florida. Akron, Ohio. Myrtle Beach is here. Columbus is deep in here right now. 419. Patterson, New Jersey. I got people out that way. Deuce Block, I see you. Las Vegas, 216. You know what it is. 6 drinks deep in Atlanta. ATL, you know what it is. Vacayville, California from Akron. We see you. Whitetown, Youngstown in here. Shout out to my man Maurice Claret. Louisville, Ohio. Fort Hood, Texas. I love you all out there. Lexington is back in 937-330. West Virginia. Shout out to Parkersburg, West Virginia. Sandusky, we see you. Orem, Utah. 404 ATL. You know what it is. Cleveland, Akron, Toledo. Buffalo, New York. We see you up there. Reno. Shout out to you. Puerto Rico's in the building. We got a lot to go, man. We got a lot to go. William Wise. What up, OG? I see you. Ken, Ohio. 614 Dayton. We see you right there, man. Jersey, Sue Surf, what up? G. Bush, drink, I see you, man. Freedom Saint A-Town, G. Bush, a question. How big is the crib that you had when you had 100 people? UCS checks must be nice, not counting no pocket stuff. Hey, don't get it twisted. It wasn't 100 people comfortable. It was like 100 people. Some was in the garage because I had to park on the street. Some was in the basement. They was on the stairwells. It was like an old school house party. But it was nice. People kept coming in and out. Shout out to you guys, man. Arizona in the building. Thank you, G. Bush. We appreciate you, man. Love you guys so much. And, of course, yes, sir, Buckeye Browns. With that being said, it don't matter. Let's stay out. Enjoy your win. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your meal that you're going to have. Everything is much more pleasant when you get a win, and the Browns continue to do it. The Kool-Aid Mafia, we always here. We here. They can laugh at us and joke, but listen, they got to get their own rally flag. They can't hide on your flag all the time. But we raving it. Shout out to everybody in the Kool-Aid Mafia. Shout out to the barbershop crew. And as always, you don't never know when G. Bush going to be showing up. I might be on Bleacher Report. I might be on UCSS. I might be on 92.3 The Fan. Heck, I might be on the Odyssey app or right here in the Barbershop YouTube channel. But you always know what it is when I'm doing my thing. Just listen for the Clippers. We out of here.